How much money really makes you happy? I know. I have had it all. You see, back in 2017 when I sold my company, over 10,000 smackaroonies came in and I thought I would be the happiest capybara in the world. Mansions, cars, pictures. Like seriously, who doesn't like this blonde chick? But I quickly realized something. She was a first-class No, seriously, happiness does not scale the way you think it does. Humans assume more money equals more happy chemicals. That works for a little while. But then your brain hits a wall. And not a cute wall either. I'm talking a full emotional parking garage wall at 3 a.m. After I struck gold, I booked a first-class ticket on KLM Royal Dutch Airlines to celebrate. Did I need first class? No. Did I enjoy the tiny butter packets? Absolutely. But did it make me 10 times happier than a normal seat? Definitely not. See, the human brain treats money like solving problems in stages, not like stacking coins endlessly. A landmark study from Harvard University examined how the brain responds to long-term life satisfaction versus moment-to-moment happiness. Using MRI scans and real-world experiments, researchers found something wild. It appears that money strongly reduces stress signals in the brain, particularly activity in the amygdala, the alarm bell department. But after financial stability is reached, reward pathways like the nucleus accumbens do not activate much more, even when people buy luxury upgrades. Now let me translate this for you. Money turns down the panic volume, it does not automatically turn up the party volume. And one of their most interesting experiments involved giving participants surprise cash bonuses while monitoring their neural responses. People who normally struggled with bills showed huge spikes in positive brain activity after receiving the money. Their brains lit up like a Christmas tree in a microwave. But the brain scans from participants who already lived comfortably barely moved. Even funnier, the researchers also tracked what happened weeks after the bonus. Wealth-boosted stressed humans maintained slightly improved life satisfaction, but the happiness peak always regressed to their original emotional baseline. So basically, the brain gives you a temporary emotional free trial and then says, subscription expired, return to your miserable, pathetic, lonely life.
You do everything around here and you just sit there.
And it gets even more beautifully ridiculous. The brain also adapted faster to positive changes than people expected. Things like moving into a dream home created fast emotional normalization, often within 3 weeks. That means you finally swim in your big pool of success, dry off, blink twice, and think, okay, but what should I eat tomorrow, though? The real neuroscience of it plot twist is that the brain sees money as a shield and not a trophy. It protects your peace and ignores your excess. Meaning your happiness does not depend on how high you stack your money, but on whether your brain stopped looking for fires to escape from. And here is where it gets interesting. Humans love triangles, pyramids, hierarchies, food pyramids that everyone ignores anyway. But there is one more, and they named this the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. At the bottom of the triangle are the boring survival things: food, water, sleep. This is where money is an absolute superhero. Because if you cannot afford food or rent, your brain is not searching for happiness but for exits. Money here does not buy joy, it buys relief. And relief feels amazing when you have been drowning. That is why going from broke to stable feels like heaven. Your nervous system finally stops screaming, your brain unclenches, and you sleep. We can say money is insanely good at solving survival stress. Now we move up the triangle. The next layer is safety, knowing that one bad month will not ruin your life. More money helps here too, having some emergency savings, insurance, and options. Your brain loves options, but then we notice something strange. The higher you climb, the quieter money gets. Then comes love and belonging. Think of friendship, intimacy, feeling seen. In this layer, money can help you be present like buying time. It can remove stress so you are not snapping at people you care about. But it cannot make someone choose you. You cannot Venmo someone into caring. I tried. They blocked me. The next layer is esteem, respect, purpose, feeling useful. Money can buy attention, it can buy applause, it can even buy a room full of people clapping at the wrong time. But respect is earned and purpose is built. Meaning does not respond to invoices. That at the top of the triangle is self-actualization, becoming who you actually are, not who your bank account suggests you should be. Here, money is basically just a background character. It does not disappear, it just stops being the main plot. And this is where humans get confused. They keep throwing money at the top of the triangle, even though money only works at the bottom. It is like trying to feed your soul with a credit card. And once you understand this, you stop asking how much money makes you happy and start asking where money belongs in your life. Which brings us to the real problem. Most humans do not chase money because they want happiness. They chase money because they are afraid of losing status. Once survival is handled, money quietly changes jobs. It stops being protection and becomes a scoreboard. You are no longer asking, "Am I safe?" You are asking, "How do I compare?" And the brain loves comparison. Not because it makes you happy, but because it makes you alert. Every upgrade becomes a signal. Every raise becomes proof. Every number becomes identity. Problem is that identity is a terrible place to store happiness. The brain releases dopamine when you win, but dopamine is not happiness, it is motivation. It makes you say, "Do that again," not "Enjoy this." So you buy something new, you feel a spike, and then the feeling evaporates. Social comparison makes this worse. There is always someone richer, someone younger, someone doing less and earning more, someone better looking. Your brain notices, even if you pretend it does not. And once money becomes status, peace becomes conditional, and conditional peace is exhausting. So when we are talking about money, humans do not want more. They want to feel enough because they are miserable themselves. Which brings us to the final realization. There is no perfect number. But research gives us a clue. Around $70,000 a year in the US is where day-to-day happiness largely stops increasing. Below that, more money reduces stress and fear. Above that, it mostly changes lifestyle, not well-being. So the real answer is simple. How much money it really makes you happy? Enough money so your brain feels safe, so that tomorrow does not feel threatening, and enough so that your time is mostly yours.